In this video, I will explain how to embed a book or a series using the Parallax for Writers V2.0 that was installed on your site by GoCreate.me. So if you go to my website, GoCreate.me, find your way to Parallax for Writers V2.0 and click on Tutorials, you will find an important video here that talks about the multiple series pages. It's important that you watch this video so that you understand how this works in combination with the tutorial that you are watching now and allows you to embed a book, whether it's a book with all of your retailer links or just the audio specific cover and retailer links, or if you want to embed an entire series. So without further ado, let's switch to, I've got a live site here but with fake content. So this is my fake book, and if you notice here, this is going to be important. This is the URL or the permalink or the slug. This is going to be important here that you pay attention to. Each of your books has this information. So if I go to all books and you do quick edit on any of them, you will see that same slug here. So this is super important for what follows. You can embed a book, whether audio or ebook, or a series into pretty much every page. I'm going to create a fake page where I will show you how to embed each version of the information you may possibly want to embed. I'm just going to add new, and I'll call this embed page. Obviously, you're not going to create that page. I'm just creating a page to show you what the embed code looks like and how to retrieve it. If you have the classic editor installed, this is the interface you see. So you can go to visual and follow the steps I'm about to show you. If you do not have the classic editor plugin installed, don't worry. You can just copy the code that I'm about to show you. It's not that complicated, and then save it somewhere and use this by copying and pasting the shortcode, and it will work even if you don't have the classic editor plugin installed. I'm going to click on this icon here that says Insert Page. Now there's a few things you need to do here. So I want to look for my fake book, which is at the very top here, and it says book. But if you've got a lot of pages, just put in a word that would be part of your book title, and it's going to narrow down your choices. So to embed a book, make sure that you select something that says book. It's possible you may have a blog post or a page, and that would not say book, that would say post or page. Under options, you need to expand this, and under display, go all the way down to custom template, and in here, if you're using the V2.0, you will have these four options here. So this tutorial will show you what they each look like. I'm going to show you this version here. I'm going to insert into page. Now notice where it says my fake book. This is the slug that I was showing you here. So for your information, just change this part to your book title with the hyphens, just like your WordPress installation shows. I'm going to put a line break and then repeat the same process and embed. I also need to select it. Embed the second version, which is the audio book. Do it again. And then the last version allows us to embed a series page. So instead of choosing a book, I need to look at a series page. So if I go to my list of pages here, so this page here is a series. What is important? It's not just a regular series page. If you quick edit, it needs to use either multiple series with sidebar or multiple series page, which is full width, same kind of template, except it doesn't have the sidebar. If your page is using anything else, you will not be able to follow these instructions. And what I need to use is the slug here, but you will see that very shortly. So I'm inserting into page. Now this time I need to look for that page. There we go. So it says page. I'm gonna use a custom template and then embed the multiple series template. So if I do this and now I publish this page, so you would not be doing this exact scenario. I'm just showing you what each of those things look like. Okay, before I show you the final output, let me show you what the fake book looks like. So there's a title, there's a tagline, there's a book cover, that's the description, and I don't currently have retailer links. I'm just gonna quickly add some retailer links here. So I'm gonna pretend Amazon, Kobo, and obviously here you will have different icons because I set that up based on your information. But for the sake of this example here, just so I'm fast, I'm going to pretend to link there. I'll also add a paperback. I'll add an audio link. I'll make that audible. And maybe I also have an audio link somewhere else. Put that to books to read or whatever. I'm going to put one in here as well, just so you have an idea of what it retrieves and where. So looking back at my fake book, you see the cover, same stuff, and then the retailer link. So here I have up to 4 formats. Now, if I look at the page where I embedded all of this, the very first version, so that is the title of my page, but this is the title, tagline, cover, sales blurb, as well as all of the 4 retailer links. So this is the very first embed code. So the one that says embed a book basically retrieves everything from the book, not the praise, not the media, but all of the retailer links, the tagline, the sales blurb, the title. Audio. So if I scroll down, so here we still have the same title. We have an audio cover, and we only have the audio book links. If you click on here, it takes you to the book page so people can learn more. If you click on this one here, it will take you to the very first ebook link. The third, so that was the embed audio. The third version is embed, cover, and links. So guess what it's going to embed? Just the cover and the links. So this one here, title, cover, and the links, but none of the tagline or the description. So this was this version here. And then the very last one is where I embed an entire series. So this is the code that got retrieved when I embedded this particular series. Now I'm going to show you what this page looks like. Anything that would be in here would not be retrieved when you embed the page. All of that embed code, embed series, it only retrieves these rows here. So if you've selected audio, it would retrieve audiobooks and all the information that you have here. If you've selected regular, then it retrieves the ebook covers for all of the books that you've selected here. So even if you've got a dozen rows here, it's going to retrieve all of them. It is not going to retrieve anything that you've put above. So this is a very efficient way to maintain one series page that you keep up to date. So this page here, next time I have book 5, I'm going to come and edit this series page here by adding my book 5 in here, adding a row, listing my book 5. Now, that same embed code for the series I use in 2 different places. So on my site, warning, it's erotica books, so ignore the covers. If you look at books, and if I look to edit this page, all I'm doing is inserting one series, the second series, and then the third series. So by updating my series page, automatically my books page will be updated. And I can also put this above the other one if for some reason I wanted to list this series first. If I can use this same shortcode, go to my fake book, edit this, go to extra book info, I can say other books in this series, maybe I make this a heading 3, and now I'm embedding the entire series, updating it. When I look at my fake book, then at the very bottom, you see this. And if I go here for just a brief second, so this is my real series page. So if I very quickly add my fake book in here, and I can leave this blank, when I update this page, I'm only updating my series page. If I refresh my books page, Control R to refresh, here's my fake book. And if I refresh my book, individual book page, you see this here. So just in one single click, by using embed code, and I will go and delete this because that's obviously not real. When I refresh my books page, this fake cover is gone. And if I refresh my individual book page, the fake cover is gone. So this gives you an idea of the power of using the embed code when it comes to the series shortcode here. So use this one wisely. It will save you a lot of time when you update your website. As to how would you use the other embed codes? So it depends. Sometimes if you have different series and you want to showcase the very first book, you can say latest book in the series, use the embed code. You can have a longer sales description here. You can put all the retailer links. If you blog, you could say the new book is out, and then you do this. It automatically retrieves all the up-to-date retailer links. So if you go to your book page here, so let me look at my fake book here, edit this. And let's say I no longer have the large print. I'm going to delete that row. And I'm also going to delete my paperback. And I'm going to change, let's say I only have one audio link now. So I'm going to update my fake book. So maybe you went into KU or the other way around, you went wide. Anywhere where this information has been embedded, it changed automatically without you having to do anything. So I lost one audiobook link here. I've got the other format. If you were to change your cover, same deal. If you've used the embed code, that cover gets updated automatically. So up to you how you decide to use those embed codes, but you can refer back to this video at any time. One important thing to note, there are quotation marks in this shortcode. So here you've got one here. You've also got one here, and you've got one here. These need to be straight. If you use curly ones, the pretty ones, if you've saved this information in a Word document, Word is very bad at turning straight single quotes or apostrophe into curly ones, and that doesn't work. So make sure that you use straight ones. You could technically use double. So if I do this, as long as you close with a double, the opening and closing punctuation needs to match.